The National School Survey Task Force was set up in 2013 to take stock of schools throughout the country, from the number of students to teacher ratio to the state of infrastructure or the lack of it. To help with the collection of data, 100,000 kina was allocated to MPs of the 89 districts for the purpose. So far, 75 MPs have handed in their survey reports. The member for Southfly, Ida Ganassi, makes the total. He said his officers had to negotiate difficult terrain to complete the survey. The Southfly recorded no-go schools or misuse of school subsidies. However, there is suspicion. Financial illiteracy, shortage of teachers, and run-down infrastructure was of concern. Mr. Ganassi proposed semi-permanent buildings to be built.
Because of the vast land mass, Southfly district has had a lot of problem, not problem with funding, but getting to build school infrastructure in remote areas.
He commended his teachers for continuing to provide their service despite the hardships. He handed over a report, completed questionnaires, as well as acquittals of the 100,000 kina used. Executive Officer to the task force, Miria Ume, while expressing the magnitude of the scope of work, said to get accurate data, officers had to physically visit schools, and they are relying on all open MPs to help facilitate the task. The data currently on their database does not match up to current findings. For instance, there are more students on the database compared to actual numbers on the ground. Same can be said for teachers.
Our data again falls short of the data of the education department. So in the education records or the records that exist, there is more students compared to our results coming from the district's shortfall of 1.9 million. A lot of teachers in the field do not know whether they are registered or they have not got their registered numbers. So there is total registered teachers of 13,908. Unregistered teachers from the 34 schools is 23,579.
There are 14 more districts yet to submit their survey reports and acquittals. They include 5 districts in the Highlands, 3 in the New Guinea Islands, 3 in the Momase region, and 3 in the Southern region. Task Force Chairman Paro Ahi stressed the importance of having the data available so that realistic figures could be passed on to government in preparation for the 2015 budget.
But when the education department did not know how many schools we had in the education system in Papua New Guinea, when they did not know how many teachers we had in those schools, when they did not know how many students we had going to school, then I thought that we had a serious problem. Someone has been guessing over the many, many years. A ghost, far too many teachers on the payroll, and the Teachers Services Commission will have to come to the party here.
According to classified reports, there are 206 suspected ghost schools. Meredith Kusa, National, MTV News.